All right, guys, we ready? We're ready for CPI? All right, so we got 5 minutes. Let me turn this down. 5 minutes till this CPI number comes out. We just swept some buy side. So let's take some predictions, huh? Let's have some predictions. So we got some buy side up here. We got all of our sell sides marked. Oh, there's one here we could mark. That's a big one there. What do we think? We think it sweeps this whole flippin' range, huh? Could. I mean, I think it at least will sweep down here. 38.87. 38.86 range. Down there. And then the 39.40 on the buy side. I think those are two certainties there. Free futures. I'm not sure, Wiggler. I don't know if you're listening to the stream. I would pay for the data. I mean, if you want to trade futures, pay for the data. Three minutes. 3 minutes left. Let's look at some of our numbers here. I mean, 8:30 is coming up, but let's go ahead and mark out midnight price. Where's that sucker at? Where's that sucker? It's right there. It's above us. Interesting. Came down a little bit overnight, huh? Midnight price is right at this fair value gap CE here, which is pretty interesting. But let's see what CPI does. In my opinion, well, my guess, it's a pure guess. It's not like a educated, well, I mean, maybe semi-educated guess. But basically, a coin flip here. My guess is that it would go for sell side first, I think, since it's been grabbing buy side all morning so far. That's gonna be my initial guess. Let's watch it on the 5 minute. I think that will be the most interesting here. So my guess is it sweeps down here to 3886 and then heads up for 39.40.50. Now, either of these could swing all the way down to grab these lower targets, or these higher targets, right? Our highest target, this previous high of day is incorrect. We got 1 minute. We're not gonna worry about the previous high of day. But yeah, that's my guess. We got this juicy 5 minute gap there, but let's see how it goes. CPI. Here we go, boys and girls and ladies and men and whatever you want to be. Here we go. 9 seconds. And go. There it goes. Sell side first. 386. Called that. What a sweep that was. Now go get that 394050. Let's see it. 394050, 394050 is what we're looking at. I don't know what the numbers are. I'm gonna check my bot, see if it knows. Actual 6, forecast 6. So right on forecast for year over year. Core CPI right on forecast as well. Yep. Everything was as projected. So we'll just get some sweeps and then we should have a move to play here in the next hour, you know, for 9:30. There it goes. So damn. 394050. Come on. You know you want it. You know you want it. This is live, and this recording will be available so everyone can see how lucky my guess was. It's just a lucky guess, people. I mean, the levels were an educated guess, but which way it's going first was a lucky guess. Notice how it stopped right at the top of this gap. This gap was drawn out for a reason. I felt like it could be a point of resistance, right? It literally stopped to the tick. High is 39.3950 of that wick, and 39.3950 is exactly the top of that gap. Just a coincidence, huh? Just a coincidence. We one tick shy, overshot that 1 day gap there, and actually maybe 2 ticks. What do we got here on the low? 3885 was the low. 388550 was the low of that gap. So 2 ticks below that gap bottom, and looks like we're just gonna pull a big fat doji here, huh? Fat wicks. You know, the numbers came out exactly as expected, so it's just gonna lead to a higher volatility run in the end, you know. I did miss that call, which is interesting, huh? It did sweep a buy side here, 3931.75. It did sweep both of these sell sides, 3887, 3886. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and mark this sucker as a new sell side target, 3885. 3940.5 is still the buy side target. I would expect that we get a bull run here by the way it swept liquidity. But that is just a guess. Once again, could very well lead to lower lows here throughout the day. We do have levels both ways, really do. This is not a real gap, by the way. This is contract switching. So yeah, I mean, we have levels, more levels on buy side. We do have levels on sell side, of course. We have a big drop that is potential. It is a potential situation to have a big drop through the bottom of a consolidation range from December before that January push up on the daily. Now that we chilled out a little bit, I mean, it does look like it is setting up a potential sell side run here. But I don't know. Let's check this 5-minute gap here. Let's see what the 1 minute's doing. Yeah, I mean, a little BPR action here. Now we got a huge wick, so that leaves some low resistance liquidity run potential here. And it looks like it is going for it. We have this sell side target that's not really a target anymore. So here goes that low resistance liquidity run right now. We have this. You know, this wick, does it really kill these fair value gaps? I say no. Grab some liquidity, but I think those gaps could still be relevant. Yeah, it looks like we're on a little bit of a sell side run now. Like I said, we got targets. All of these down here are further out. These are pretty far away targets, if I remember correctly. Like from December and stuff like that. All right, let's look at the daily chart. Let's auto it. What I want to do now is mark our high, previous high of day. High of day. What is that? Yeah, we got a buy side target there too. Let me go ahead and kill that buy side target. We'll replace it with previous high of day. And then of course we have a sell side target down there too. We'll replace that with previous low of day. Now we had quite a candle yesterday. Long wicks. Held up in the 1 day fair value gap. The body did. So that is, I think, a good sign for a little bounce. Possibly to this fair value gap up here. CE of that, right? So what are we looking at there? We're looking at the CE would be, God, it's really hard to tell which number's which. But I think it's 3964.50. Yeah. It's 3964.50 on that CE. So that is a potential target on the upside for the daily candle. Just due to this holding in the 1 day fair value gap. I do like that, you know. It does seem like this came off probably an order block over here and reacted strongly back up to hold the candle body within this 1 day fair value gap. Now, obviously, we have some weekly gaps here that it has been bouncing between. And then it's sticking in the fair value gap, 1 day fair value gap a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Potential bounce up to there. I would not trust it to clear previous high of day. But I mean, I could. I just don't know if I trust that. Let's add some sell side targets here. There's plenty of targets, huh? Let's go ahead and just slap some on. This is a big one. This is that consolidation range I was talking about from December. You know, big targets in there. I'll go with the down close candle there. Big targets in there, and then once that is pushed through, you know, we have our bottom. This is the bottom of the bear market so far from October. I don't know if you remember that, but it is there. I have this huge gap here. Probably should mark that out, to be honest. What is that? October 17th through 18th? Yeah, I don't know. Not going to worry about it right this instant. We got CPI to look at. All right, so we are on the push up, like I was saying. That I felt would be the final move here for CPI. It is very interesting. We swept this liquidity. So this is the thing that sort of pushes me one way, right? You see how this liquidity down here, we're on the 1 hour chart. We have this range here, this sort of consolidation range here. This is from overnight, I guess end of the day. It's pretty much all overnight, but a little bit from the end of the day. And it makes a little bit of a shelf, right? So the first move of CPI coming and clearing this whole shelf of liquidity is what pushes my bias to an upside run for the actual run that's going to come out of this, right? And it seems like it's coming to fruition a little bit. We did not grab the big liquidity target to the high. It stopped right at the top of the 15-minute fair value gap. So I would expect it to come back up into that fair value gap and at the very least, take that 39.40.50. That's going to be my guess. We look at the 15. It still looks like we could be heading down, right? We'll see. Still a long way to 9:30. A lot of stuff to do. We do have this little trend here, right? Higher lows or whatever. What do we have on the 1 minute? Now, the 1 minute paints a little bit of a paints a little bit of a different picture here. It does seem a little bit of a shelf here, right? From that BPR. Like I mentioned, let's make this look a little easier to read here. CPI wasn't that crazy, to be honest. That wasn't the craziest swing I've ever seen. Probably because it hit the forecast. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter what the numbers are. I would expect it to definitely get back to this fair value gap. And then from there, I think it just needs to set up a move for 9:30. So we'll see how that goes. See if it sets that move up. It's been flirting around this new week open gap. Now it's hard to tell, but this is actually two new week open gaps. This is from a longer time ago. I forget exactly when. This top one, smaller one, and then we have this gigantic one. This is from this week. It did hold up on that CE, so it did not close a candle underneath that. I think that's pretty significant. It swept all this crap, you know. There's still some liquidity. Oh, sorry, that's no, it swept all this junk. That to me just says we're going up for sure. Not for sure, it's just a guess, not financial advice. Yeah. This looks pretty good. Either way, I just wanted to stream this, see the CPI reaction, give my thoughts. Hopefully it was insightful for you guys. Just something to remember when you're, don't play this event. It's stupid. There's no point. You can make your money doing smarter plays. You don't need this. But it is cool to see the price action and try to predict what happens. So, and especially trying to predict the move that comes out of that. That's the important thing, right? Because that's what you want to catch. You want to let it chill out. Wait till 9:30. See if there's a move that presents itself. This gets your bias a little bit. All right. So hopefully this was helpful. And have a great trading day. Good luck to everybody. Hope everyone is profitable and has a good time and learns a lot. Yeah, talk to you later.